Virgo, welcome. Madame will see you now. So, Virgo, what's going to happen here is we're gonna have a reading for the second week of July. But this is only a thumbnail on YouTube, and you can watch this video whenever you feel like watching it. I will be showing you some pictures and saying some words about these pictures, and they will make up stories. I'll be telling you the stories the only way I know how to tell the stories, and you will be understanding the stories the only way that you know to understand stories. Doesn't necessarily is the same way, but there we are. Please bear in mind that it is scientifically, physically not possible to predict future with a piece of paper with a picture in it. That's not why we're here. We're here because these pictures and the stories can stimulate your imagination. And your imagination is what shapes your reality, the way you see the reality, the way you experience the reality. That's it. It works the following way. You see here something that you like and would like to be a part of your story. You say, yeah, that's my story, and it's part of your story. You see here something you don't want to have in your life. You forget all about it, you don't think about it, and it's not part of your life. You don't have to pick something completely, you don't have to pick everything. You can just pick the juicy parts that you like. That's how it works. If you want to say thank you for the reading, you can click the like button, you can subscribe to the channel, you can share the video or the channel or recommend it to somebody. You can buy me a coffee, there's a link in the description. If you don't feel like any of this but still want to say thanks, you can just do something nice in the world around yourself. Make somebody smile, do some good things. This is perfectly acceptable gratitude for me. If you feel like you had a bad day, if you don't feel like anything, if you want to let out some negative emotions, please click the dislike button. Don't hold it in, let it out. Let us begin. You have the 8 of Wands in the reverse. You have the Temperance in the reverse. You have the Justice in the upright. Okay, you're thinking about something. You're overthinking about something, about making a decision because you're scared to make the wrong decision that would potentially hurt somebody. You're stressed out about it. Buffalo in the reverse, Child in the reverse, and the Clouds in the reverse. Okay, so you are over adulting in this situation. It doesn't mean that you're wrong to do it. Don't get me wrong. It might be completely justified that you're stressed about this decision. I'm just telling you the story. I'm not here to give you any advice. I'm not your parent or your therapist or anything. And I'm certainly not in position to give anybody any advices. I do it sometimes, but you don't have to listen to me. I just see you here in front of a decision where you feel like you have to make the right decision and you hesitate. You hesitate a lot, you think a lot, and you're not making this decision because you're hesitating and overthinking. Because you feel so much responsibility for whatever it is. We have the High Priestess in the upright and the Hierophant in the upright and the 8 of Discs in the upright and the Snake in the reverse and the Magnifying Glass in the upright and the Man in the upright. Okay, so body and soul, you are devoted to work. And you try to combine in your work, in whatever it is that you're doing. It doesn't have to be like work where you, I don't know, literally work 9 to 5. Maybe you're a writer and you write in a book. Maybe you are whatever it is that you're doing, but you're seeing it as work. And this work, because you're Virgo, you're doing it very detailed, you're doing it very properly. You don't maybe stray away from the instructions. I mean, you do use your intuition while doing it, but you are maybe a little bit too conservative in whatever it is that you're doing. I mean, your intuition is there, but I think your love to detail and love to rules overweighs this intuitive part of you, if you get what I mean. We have the 8 of Pentacles in the upright. Again, we have the 10 of Pentacles. You love working, Virgo. What can I say? And I feel it's not like you love your work, you love the process of working on something. We have the Sun in the reverse. We have the golden egg in the upright. We have the clover and the tree. Yes. Whatever it is that might happen else in your life, you have your work, because your work is your true happiness, your true calling. You just, your heart is in your work. It might be that other areas of your life are not working as well as your work. It might be that something is not right, but your work is there for you. You're lucky to have whatever you have that you work on. I mean, obviously, there will be several people watching this video, so I can't even guarantee if it's even 2 people that each of these 2 people love their work. So please take it as it applies. If it doesn't apply, then it's not for you, or you should just step away from the word work. As I said, it's not necessarily your employment with an employer. It can be something that you just work on. Maybe you are a perfect, how do you call them? People who mow lawns. I don't know, maybe this is this activity that makes you happy. No matter what else happens in your life, there's this a couple of hours when you're mowing your lawn and you're doing it perfectly and you just go up in it and it makes your heart sing. That's what I'm saying. It might be your blessing and your curse, so you know best, but please know that whatever it is that you're so dedicated to, it is there for you to make you happy and make you fulfilled. And yeah. Wow. Moving on. We have the Knight of Cups in the upright and the Star in the reverse and the 10 of Swords in the reverse and the Dragon in the reverse and the Cross in the reverse and the Fox. Okay, it is a different situation maybe. It is you tricking yourself into the feeling of false security. Something's not over. Something that you need to come to terms with, address, close this chapter that is not closed. And you trick yourself into thinking, yeah, it's not closed, but it's over actually. I don't need to do anything about it. You do. You do have to do something about it, because yes, you sleep well at night, but you don't dream. And you have something that you are invested emotionally into, that is your new focus. It might be in your relationship, it might be some new work again, because yes, Virgo and work. Might be a new project, whatever it is, but something in your past isn't over, and you are the one who needs to make it be over. To start dreaming again, to promote this knight to a king or a queen of cups. Because yes, they're rushing to offer this cup, but this all is holding them back. You will have more to give if you close whatever it is that you need to close. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the upright and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the World in the upright. Didn't we have World somewhere here? No, we didn't. We have the Bear in the upright. We have the Tower and the Snake. Okay, you do work to finish it. It might be something in your past, like, psychologically, that you need to work through some issues. I also see something that might require some paperwork. Maybe it's some old stuff. I don't know what sort of stuff that you just need to finish, sign, and close. You wake up and start working towards finishing it. And yes, it might not be easy to let go of it. I don't know why. I don't know what it is that you need to finish. It doesn't say to me. And honestly, I don't want to clarify. If you know what it is, then you know what it is. But there will probably something that will provoke you to wake up and start doing it. You might not be doing it on your own accord. It might literally just bite you in your ass to start you working on it. And then you will work on it, because you work well, Virgo, no matter what it is. And when you finally finish it, you'll be free. You literally have this feeling of relief. And it will be unexpected for you how overwhelming this relief can be. Okay. We have the King of Swords in the upright. We have the Strength in the reverse. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse. We have the Panther in the reverse. We have the Man in the upright and the Sun in the upright. Yes, I think once you cleared up the past issues, the past business, whatever it was, once it's over, you gain a new perspective, you gain a clearer view on your life. You will see things more clearly. Like somebody just turned on the light and now you see it. And this is also, I like this Panther card because Panther is this force that changes, brings changes that need to be brought, whether you want it or not, because some things change no matter whether we want them to change, but they do change. It's like seasons changing in some climate zones. There will be winter after a summer, there will be summer after a winter. Whether you want it or not, it will change because the sun orbits, Earth orbits the sun, and the sun orbits whatever it orbits. It's not something one single person can change. It's not in your power. So, what I'm seeing here is that this force doesn't have to interfere with your life because you already recognize what you can influence and what you cannot influence, and you have the wisdom to navigate it. You have the wisdom not to offer resistance to change. You found the wisdom to acknowledge the fact that you cannot prevent seasons from changing, you cannot prevent some things from changing, and you shouldn't be fixating all your brain power, all your frustration on this fact. You should just accept it, understand it, and move on with your life. And this is what you're doing. We have the King of Wands in the reverse. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. We have the Raccoon in the reverse. We have the Book and the Key in the upright. Okay. So it might be unrelated to all this. It might be related. Take it as it applies. If it applies, if it doesn't, just leave it. It doesn't have to be yours. If it's about relationships, you are living a loser. I'm sorry, but it's the only way to phrase it. It's a person who wasn't bringing you anything in your life. They were just there creating, well, not even creating anything. They were just not for you, clearly not for you, and you walking away from it and not investing in them anymore. And you clearly realize it, you realize what you need to do, and you do it. If it's not about relationship, still you realize that with your newly gained clarity of view, you realize that something isn't working for you, something makes you, something prevents you from growing and developing. Something is not meant for you, and you leave it, and you just don't invest all your passion, all your time, all your energy in this. And as I said, you have enough wisdom and clarity to recognize it now, and recognize that what you need to do is to leave it behind and do something else. So Virgo, let me summarize it for you. First of all, you're stressed about some decision. Second of all, you are perfect at your work. Whatever it is, you always have your work, and it doesn't have to be an employment. It can be anything else. It might be your calling, whatever it is that you do. It might be, I don't know, baking. Maybe you feel alive when you bake. That's it. You have something that requires some actions from you, and you are perfectly great at it, and your heart is in it. This is what makes your heart sing. I see you cheating yourself into thinking that you don't need to deal with something from your past until there's something from your past kind of makes you deal with it, and you deal with it successfully and gain totally new perspective on your life, on your situation. And maybe also in connection with this new clarity that you gain, you realize that some situation or some person isn't letting you grow and you leave it or them behind. A very powerful reading here I see for you, Virgo. All the best, and Madame will see you again.